Canada is one of the most loved nations in the world, known for its politeness, diversity, and stunning landscapes. But there are some countries where Canadians, despite their friendly reputation, aren't welcome. Why? Stick around to find out the surprising reasons behind these travel bans, from political tensions to safety concerns. Let's start our countdown from 10 to 1. At number 10, this is North Korea. Starting with North Korea, Canadians are restricted here due to country's extremely strict government policies and lack of diplomatic relations with the most of Western world. Travel is heavily monitored and it's nearly impossible to Canadians to get necessary visa. Moreover, the Canadian government advises against any travel here due to safety risks. Number 9 is Libya. Libya has been unstable since the fall of its former leader Muammar Gaddafi. As a result of ongoing conflict, Canadians are advised to avoid traveling here for their safety concerns. The country's security situation makes it dangerous for foreign visitors, and Canadian government has restricted very strict travel advisories in place. At number 8, this is Iraq. Iraq is another country where Canadians face severe restrictions due to ongoing conflict and instability. Canadians are generally not allowed to travel here, and any travel that does occur is considered under highly risky. The safety concerns stem from terrorism, kidnapping, and ongoing military operations. Number 7 is Iran. Relationships between Canada and Iran has been strained for years, leading travel restrictions for Canadians. Diplomatic ties between these two countries were severed in 2012. The Canadian faces significant hurdles in obtaining visa for Iran. The lack of diplomatic representation also makes it difficult for Canadians to get assistance in the case of immigrations. Number 6, Syria. Due to civil war and representation of extremist groups, Syria is considered off limits for Canadians. The Canadian government has issued strict warnings and advisories to the citizens not to travel to this country due to the risk of terrorism, kidnapping, and ongoing military conflict. At number 5 is Afghanistan. Following the Taliban's return to power, Afghanistan is an unsafe destination for Canadian travelers. The instability and human rights violations, particularly against the foreigners, have led to the Canadian government advisories against any travel to the country. Canadians are currently not permitted to visit Afghanistan. At number 4 is Yemen. Yemen is experiencing one of the worst humanitarian crises in the world due to prolonged civil war. Canadians are prohibited from traveling to Yemen as the ongoing conflict poses a serious risk of violence and kidnapping. The situation is too violent for tourists or business travelers here. At number 3, this is Somalia. Somalia is another country that Canadians are strongly advised not to visit. Decades of conflict, terrorism, and lack of stable government make it one of the most dangerous places for the foreigners. For Canadians, visiting Somalia means facing extreme safety risk, including threat of kidnapping. At number 2, this is Saudi Arabia. While Saudi Arabia allows many visitors, Canadians facing significant restrictions here, especially those critical of the government are involved in certain political activities. Tensions between two countries have risen in recent years, and Canadians are advised to avoid non essential travel, particularly due to strict local laws and potential human rights concerns. At number one, it is Venezuela. At the top of our list is Venezuela. The political situation has deteriorated to the point where Canadian travels are significant on risk. Relationships between Canadian and Venezuelan government are seriously strained, and Canadians have been warned to avoid travel here due to the risk of crime, political instability, and limited access to basic services. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to watch more like these videos.